Well, first off, it's an exciting day for us. I feel fortunate that I'm coaching volleyball and not basketball because of the. I think if we're looking at these recruits, we'd be looking at a couple one and done kids that with what their rankings are and the kind of players that they are, and this is certainly an exciting class. First time we've had two kids ranked in the top 10, and Allie Bastianelli and Jordan Poulter. Beth Prince, if she wouldn't have been injured for about 18 months of that, I think she would have ended up being ranked higher. But all three of them are really exciting players for us that all bring a tremendous amount of athleticism and experience. And the thing I think that stands out about all of them, they've all have won a championship at different levels. And I like what they bring. They're great fits for our program, not just as athletes and as players, but as a cultural fit as well. And they want to come here and, if we can't pull a championship off this year, to try to help us get over the top on that. And that's what their main goal is. And then they're bonded already together to try to make that happen. And so it's a good young nucleus that we can add to some of the other younger players moving forward. From next year, I think they'll have an impact on what we do, but also for years to come. And that's really exciting. So, I mean, I guess I can talk about each kid individually, or would you guys rather just answer questions? Go through each kid. I think I'll start with Jordan Poulter. She's one of the most accomplished setters that's been out in the last 15 to 20 years. I haven't seen many players that have done as much as she has. If Carlini wasn't in the picture at Wisconsin, I think that we'd be talking about she was one of the best setters that's been out in a long time. And she's in that league. She's elite, and I think there's no doubt about that. She has proven herself on the international level, winning best setter, and she brings an incredible sense of how to manage a team. She brings the ability to set out a system as well as I've seen in a young player. She also brings a physical presence to the net that we haven't had in the setting position, where she's going to be. She's way over the net, and she's athletic, and she's going to be a great blocker for us. And I think most important, she's a tremendous leader and has had impact on every team that she's set. I'll just keep working with Allie Bastianelli, middle blocker. She was in competitive karate. I think that defines how she plays. I think she was a national champion at 13, 14 as a competitive fighter. It's not like she's breaking boards, but she's kicking people in the face, as I say sometimes. And she plays with that kind of mentality where she wants to go attack people. And I like her mentality and her approach. I think she started out as kind of a young player trying to figure out how to play the position of middle blocker, and she's really developed over the last couple of years. And if you'd have ranked her 3 years ago, she wasn't as high as she is now, and a lot of that has to do with how hard she works and how committed she is, but also just her competitive fire and what she brings. And then Beth Prince, won a couple state championships in Indiana, has played on a great club team. They finished third in club, and she's a 6'4" pin hitter that can do a lot of things. I mean, she can score points. She will eventually someday be a 6 rotation outside hitter for us, but I think she might play right side, she might play left. We'll see when she comes in, but she, with losing Liz McMahon, she brings a physical presence similar to that at one of the pins, and is a God-given point scorer. She can just score points and knows how to manipulate defenses, know how to use the block, knows how to play. And so with them all coming in, I think we replace a pretty good senior class with some really, really good talent.
As you mentioned, Beth, an injury. I guess what was her injury and how
long was she had some foot issues where she had stress fracture in her foot. Beth had sprained ankles and things like that, so she just wasn't able to stay healthy for almost a whole year, and then took her a while to get back. And she kind of they were lingering for a while, but she's through all that now, and she should be fine. It was just through her junior year she really struggled with those.
So it's kind of like little lingering things, not like catastrophic.
No, not like ACL tears or anything like that. Just foot issues that had kept her out.
She was the national freshman of the year, so is she getting back to that form?
I think I think she rightfully so. She was national freshman year. She was great that year, but with the injury, she wasn't going to be in contention for the other couple of years. I think as she gets in the club system and starts practicing hard, and we get her in our gym and get her healthier and get her stronger and all that, she's already on that path. That I think she'll live up to those expectations that were set as a young player. We certainly have really high expectations for her as a player.
You see a couple of top 10 rankings for the player rankings. Do you have any idea where where this recruiting class ranks overall?
They don't do that until all the signing dates, the second signing dates, in case people come. I mean, the highest we've had is third, and it's going to be somewhere in that top 5 range. I don't know. We're not involved in the rankings of it, so we've never had 2 top 10 kids before. So, and that Lizzie's McMahon's class, our senior class right now, we've redshirted a couple of those kids with Halley Stark. They were ranked 3rd, and I would say that these guys it should be at least a top 3 class.
I know you're always hesitant to play freshmen right away, but some of the kids you're ranked so highly, is that something you think about, or?
I mean, I've not promised any of them that they're going to play. They got to earn it. That's how it is in our gym, and you got to earn that. But they'll be as talented as any freshman we've had that'll come in and compete for sure. So, we started Brandy. We've started freshmen plenty of times. It just takes a while to learn what it is to play college volleyball, and they're certainly athletic and talented enough. It's going to be up to them and how fast they learn.
I think Allie had 34 kills last night and set a school record. Is that kind of offensive production you're maybe looking for from her?
I mean, she can do both. She can block and she can hit. She's the more refined attacker than we've had in the middle position. We want kids that can do both, but she's going to bring a presence on the slide attack that we haven't had as a young player, and hopefully we can continue to develop that. And she's really good off one foot, really good off two, but she also is a great blocker. And so we've had great blockers, but I don't know we've had the combination of both. Kids have developed and been working on it, but I think she'll come in as a more accomplished offensive threat than other players that we've had in the past.
Jordan's had all of this experience and success, playing with various national teams. Just how much has that maybe helped her progression as an elite center? I
mean, you get exposed to the international game and you get around and you see what great volleyball is. It certainly accelerates your development, and that and the fact that she wants to be great and she has aspirations to play way beyond and try to make the Olympics and all that. She hasn't been shy about all that, and she's in that mix. She's already been in that gym, the USA gym, and trained with the national team, and had opportunities to play with some of the top players and see what that is. It just has driven her to be better, and she's had great coaching in her club system. All these kids have. They've all had great, you're fortunate they've been in some great club programs, but she's just a driven kid that wants to be great, and when she sees that level, she aspires to that level, and she has high aspirations for this program moving forward. Cool. Thanks, guys.